Good morning. Welcome to Sippin' and Spillin' with Sid from 3 Mississippi. How are you guys doing? Ignore the puffy eyes. I am a little sleepy. We are still here in Arkansas right now. We're actually packing up and getting ready to go. Obviously, I'm all showered and ready. The two of them are still lagging as usual. Um, but I've got all my stuff packed up. I've packed up the kitchen stuff, and we just have to kind of Jenga it in the truck, and then I need to do a little cleanup inside. I started that, but I can't finish it until they're done in there, really. So kind of just chipping away at it this morning. So I'm taking a little break and coming out here to talk to you guys. But man, what a weekend. So we're gonna drive home today. I'm gonna get home this evening and work on tomorrow's video, Tuesday's video, which is gonna be our adventure at the meetup. But it's, I know a lot of people obviously went live and did videos at the meetup. Ours is gonna show a little bit of, some of that kind of stuff. But we are going to kind of focus on what happened when we went up to DD5s. And if you watched their shooting the sheet the other day, you kind of already know what happened. But then I also did a little sneak attack on David while he wasn't there, involving some graffiti. So you'll have to check that out because that'll be in Tuesday's video. And we had a great time. We got to see everybody that we hadn't seen in a while, and we got to meet a lot of new people, and people that we have met on YouTube, like through YouTube, I should say, online, but never face to face. We got to meet, Cuddly Texan, which Patrick, and there's a long list of people. We kind of hung out, I think, with him the most, and we met Chance, who has everything in his truck from light bulbs to I forget what the other thing was that was random in his truck that he had that we needed while we were all there. But a what?
American flag.
Oh, he had an American flag in his truck. That's what it was. We needed a flag, and he had an American flag in his truck for when we did the Star Spangled Banner and the prayer. So anyway, we met a lot of great people. We had a really good time. It was so good to see the Arkansas family and Auntie Ann, of course. I always end up spending a lot of time with Auntie Ann. The first kind of day and a half, my hip was really hurting. So I ended up kind of sitting down a lot. I would stand and walk for a little while, and then it would get to the point where I was like, this is painful, I need to go sit down, which kind of bummed me out a little bit. It's better today, probably because I did more sitting. Obviously, like, I didn't have farm chores to do. I didn't have like my normal stuff that I would be doing that would be more strenuous. I didn't have any of that stuff. So I guess I got a little bit of a break in that sense from those kinds of things. But yeah, it was a wonderful time. Everybody had fun with the dunk tank. Mike spent some time in there. The pie in the face booth, Mike spent some time in there. A lot of the guys did. Before you ask, none of the women went in the dunk tank. I think for fairly obvious reasons, and so, but the guys had a great time and doing that, and they were able to, between everything, all the raffles and everything, they were able to raise over $4,000. So that's amazing. That was awesome. And that's not even counting, there was a bunch of super chats that came in on the lives during the pies and the dunk tank sessions that they hadn't even totaled up yet because they were just kind of rolling in. And so that's pretty successful, and so Mike from DD5 was able to recoup kind of what he put into it. And then the rest was going to charity. So that's awesome. And then, there was a lot of us. I know Tim and Dana Mason that are subscribers and friends to us all. They bought a few $100s worth of meat. Frankie and Katie, which is Biddy Boo's daughter, they ended up making 2 runs. One to the grocery store where we gave them some money and they went and bought some more meat because we were shy on meat for, I think it was dinner that night. And so I didn't even realize Mike had done that. He had given her some money to go towards the meat and put that towards the dinner. And then the next day, the girls had to leave. They left at 7 a.m. They drove 2 hours round trip, a little over 2 hours, to go pick up microphones for the speeches and for karaoke. Mike was supposed to bring a microphone, but it slipped his mind. He forgot. And I didn't do my job as the wife, and I didn't nag incessantly. To be honest, I had my own packing list, and so I was like, I had handed that to him, and I just didn't think about it, so I didn't nag him about it. And so when we got here, Mike from DD5 was like, yeah, something about the microphones. And Mike was like, was I supposed to bring microphones? Like, he'd totally forgotten. So they went and found a couple of microphones, the only ones anywhere in a few hour radius of, I think, all of Arkansas. And they were able to go pick them up and get them. And so brought them back just in time for the speeches to start. So that was good. Forgive me, I am drinking a Starbucks. I probably have not had a Starbucks in 4 years at least, if not longer. But a little extra coffee this morning. I do have a long drive today and I'm a little tired. A little vacation treat, I guess you could say. So anyway, it was a great time. So I'm going to be coming home and working hard on that video to get that turned around, turning and burning it, baby. Get that turned around for you guys, so you'll see some of the shenanigans of the dunk tank and the pie, and our shenanigans up on Drifting Dreamers landing up there, and some of Jason from White Rock, kind of saving the day. So. Yeah, we had a wonderful time with everybody, and it was really nice because I feel like we got to talk to some people, some of the other channels that we know that we really like the people, but we're just never in the same place at the same time. So like Jen and Wiley, we got to spend a lot more time talking with them from our mountain homestead, and Tara and Jason from White Rock. Mike and Jason, they had met briefly at the last meetup. I think they maybe spent all of 2 minutes talking at the last meetup that we were at. And I had briefly chatted with Tara, and we've had more exchanges through YouTube over the last year, but really actually got to spend some time with them and really get to hang out with them a little bit, which was really nice. Adore them both. I think Mike and Jason fully bonded. So that's how guys are. They need that little extra time sometimes to like fully bond, whereas girls can be like fast friends, So really excited to get to see some of those guys in the next month and a half when we have a Freedom Weekend at our place. So I'm excited to see everybody again soon. We got really lucky with the weather down here. I'm hoping that we take some of that good luck weather with us for a month and a half from now. I'm not delusional. I know it will be humid, but a girl can pray that it isn't too bad, right? But it was a phenomenal job. I know that the Arkansas groups up here, the family group up here, worked really hard to make this weekend run smoothly and for everyone to be having a good time and get to have some fellowship. And so I think it was a success in that sense, and as well in the fundraising sense. It was very much a success. So I think they did a fantastic job, and I know that they are probably resting, recouping the next day or so and having some downtime because it's exhausting. I know David was kind of sick the whole weekend. He started coming down with that on Thursday night, and I think now that I am a little bit under the weather. So I'm hoping mine passes quickly. I can kind of feel it in my throat. But just, everybody hanging out and being together, sometimes, you end up getting sick. So that was a good time. I think we had a great time, and I'm looking forward to the next event and seeing everybody again. And I think that it was a success in a nutshell. So I'm excited to get home and get working on that video for you guys, so you can kind of see what our trip looked like from our perspective for the meetup. Give you a little glimpse of that, because everybody had a different experience. Everybody was kind of maybe focused on other things with regards to the meetup. So you get to see kind of our side of it, I guess. But so definitely be on the lookout for that on 3 Mississippi, posting tomorrow. So that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. I got to finish packing this place up and getting cleaned up to hit the road, Jack. So I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope you got to watch a lot of the lives and other videos that I'm sure have come out along the way. We appreciate you guys. And as always, remember, stay blessed and safety's off.